I was between Tatum Bow and Clinton Portis, which I knew it had to be Clinton Portis because I don't know if Caden Bow had over 100 carries with the Broncos. So that's why I knew it had to be Clinton Portis. But Tatum Bow is one of my favorite running backs of all time, and if they would have let him, and he's one of my good friends from back when the Broncos were playing, if he would have had if the Broncos would have just let him, he was like their eighth running back. They had so many running backs that went down. They picked him up at the cell phone. He was selling cell phones right here by my house, and they picked him up from the cell phone shop and re-signed him to finish out the season. Did you know that?
No.
So I was going to ask you, where did he come in on that list?
I don't know, but let me see if I still have that list available, and I do not.
Okay. I think he's third place on that list, man. I could be wrong. If he had 100 carries, he's third on that list because his average per run was pretty good. So that's it tonight, guys. KBLP Sports with Ike Diaz and Rob. I hope to have Rob back again. We only have 4 games left in the season, and then we have the playoffs, so it's going to be a great finish to the season. We had a great night. We had a lot of listeners tonight. A lot of people don't chat on our sports show for some reason. We're trying to get our listeners to chat in the podcast a little more, but it goes pretty good. I want to thank you, Rob, and I hope you had a good time.
Absolutely, and I'll be tuning in next week. And I guess for me being on as a guest, I get to ask you a question, but you don't have to answer it today. For next week is, aside from Elway, who's your all-time favorite Bronco for next week?
Oh, I can give you that right now already, dude.
Save it for next week.
Okay, man. No, but I'll tell you off the air. But he only played a couple seasons with the Broncos. But he because he got in some trouble. But if he would have never gotten in trouble, man, he would have been one of the best of all time. He'd have probably been a Hall of Famer.
Oh, maybe Travis Henry. I don't know who you're thinking,
but you're pretty close. It was a running back.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave it away. I already know who it is now.
Oh shoot! No, this one's a hard one. This one. I've actually did trivia with him before.
Okay.
He's been one of my trivia questions. Like, I don't know.
But you gave away the answer. I know who it is now.
If you know who it is, just tell me who it is.
It's Lawrence Phillips.
No, you didn't get it. Lawrence Phillips never played for the Broncos.
He didn't. Who did he play for?
He played for the Rams, and then he went over and played in the WWE, and then he came back. But when he played in the WWE, he was like he was. I don't know if it was called the WWE, but he was making those players look like kids. It looked like a Pee Wee league out there. He was just running over everybody. I actually did like him too. I actually thought he was a great runner. He never played for the Broncos. He played for about 4 or 5 NFL teams though. A lot of people don't know that.
I thought he did make a stop over there.
I'll look that up, but nah.
No, I will go with you. I mean, you're the Bronco guy. And I wasn't a fan. I know he played at Nebraska and came into the league, and never really. But anyway, no, that's good. That's good. I'm glad I was wrong. So that means you can save your answer for next week.
Yeah, it's a good one. Everybody would think it would be Steve Atwater. He is up there. But I have one player ahead of him. And
well, we know Elway's your favorite player. We know Dan Reeves is your favorite coach.
Oh no, Dan Reeves. No, Shanahan's my favorite coach, man.
I know.
No, I do respect Dan Reeves though. Dan Reeves had to put up with a lot, and and I thought about it before we did the podcast. I was like, he took 2 teams to the Super Bowl, so he knew what he was doing. He went out there and took Chris Chandler to the Super Bowl to play against the Broncos. So what's that?
Dan Reeves had a great football mind, but he wasn't great with people.
Yeah, he wasn't a conversationalist.
Right.
So I think you're right. That could have hurt him in the long run. He wasn't that buddy coach like you have with Kubiak, or you had with Shanahan, or you had with I can go on like the Dallas coach right now, or the only other who he reminds me of though is the guy over in New England. That guy's not buddy with anybody. No, he's not. And I think he's the one that released the information about them going ahead and get rid of Gronk, this year. So Belichick. So I don't know. Oh, so you did. So you do. We do want to mark this down. He is picking the Raiders this week, and I am picking Kansas City. And of course, both of us. I got the Broncos, and I know he got Dallas. So I hope to have you on next week and every week after, Rob. Whenever you're available, I hope you could join the show. It's awesome to have you, and once again, I thank you, man. You really came up big for me tonight, and I appreciate it, man. Hey, thank you for having me. All right, sounds good. Let me close this out real quick, and I didn't get to the advertisement, but I'll get to that later. Next week I got a promotional thing I gotta do. So next week I'll make sure to do it, and we'll give you some more information. Make sure to tune in next Monday with sports with ideas, and hopefully we have Rob back with us in the house. So it'll be awesome. So everybody don't say ideas is a biased show. He's only for the Broncos. No, I do all sports, and I think the Nuggets won tonight too. When I talked to Rob earlier, the Nuggets were winning, so I hope they held on to the lead. But good night, everybody. I thank everybody that listens. Everybody is awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome fans. I just wish you guys would get in the chat a little more. And from there, it's a good night. Good night, Rob. And I'm going to close this out. And I'll talk to you in just a second, okay? Okay.